Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe so you can get updates for when I read for your sign. Hit the notification bell for those updates. Like the videos, please. If you comment, I'll give you a free Celtic Cross reading. We're going to do messages for the current cycle you're in. I'm changing a little bit of the way I read. So these are just messages for your current cycle between now and, oh, I'm losing cards here. Between now and the 31st. Gosh, I got to get it together for my Cancerians. Universe for Cancer, those born on Earth between June 21st and July 22nd. Universe for Cancer, please. For Cancer. The King of Pentacles in reverse. That's where you can see it. What else for Cancer? Goodness. All right, this one fell out. We've got the Four of Swords in reverse. Put those other cards back. Gotta let it unfold for me here, Cancer guys. You can't just dump and run. It's like they just wanted to dump it all out. What else for Cancer, please? What's in the center for Cancer? Got two here telling me. Son of Cups. So that is the Knight of Cups with the Daughter of Pentacles in reverse next to it. I have a little bit of a delay with something. And then moving towards the end of the cycle, please. Ten of Swords in reverse. Gosh, and underneath we have the Knight of Wands. Wow, we've got a Knight of Cups under a Knight of Wands, and then we've got this page next to it. Lots going on here. Let's break it down a little bit, Cancer. So let's talk about this overall vibe you've got here, which is called the Son of Wands in my Wild Unknown deck. I love the way it's depicted. This is the Knight of Wands. This is my, a knight's usually male, so it's masculine energy. It's fire energy. I could be dealing with a fire sign, or you're embodying this. This is this Knight of Wands. This is my man of passion. This is a very charming, fiery energy. It's a sexual energy too. It's just full of passion. And a knight is a card of action. So either you or someone close to you is embodying this action of passion and fiery ideas coming into fruition, and they're making it happen. Underneath this, I do something that's called the reading within the reading. I've got the Lover's card underneath and the Ace of Cups. We'll see if these cards come out for you when I flower. I think I'm going to need to. But you or someone else in your life is embodying this very passionate action energy. But right, and so that may be what you want. This is the energy that you are going for. Like, poof, he is, yeah, this guy's going to make it happen. But right now, Cancer, you're bored. This is King of Pentacles in reverse. You're so over it. You're so over something. The King of Pentacles symbolizes just mundane but comfortable existence. You're having a mundane but comfortable existence. And either someone or something has come into your life that's this action card of passion, or it's what you want to embody, and you're just so over things right now. And nothing makes you happy. Nothing entertains you. You're displeased with something. You might be also having a difficult time confronting a situation right now. The energy of the King of Pentacles in reverse can be a possessive nature that can overrun any logic. It can ruin relationships too if you're not careful. It suggests a little bit of a destructiveness. destructive energy, risk taking in a situation. The card in the reverse usually represents like a failure of some kind in businesses, activities, investment, joint ventures. Um, if you're dealing with a larger company or an entity, or if this is like the big picture overall with your whole home life, you're feeling like you're not getting a lot of sympathy, not getting a lot of support, or this is another person in your life that's not embodying that for you, and they're being unsympathetic and unsupportive. And it's making you want to question what you're putting your resources towards, and it's making you feel either you or someone else is embodying this cold, bored, I'm over it energy, which is further played out with this Four of Swords. If you're so over it and you're just going until you're ready to drop and you just can't take it anymore and you're bored, you're getting to a place now where you just feel like Four of Swords is in reverse is you have to rest. Because Four of Swords is usually rest and rejuvenation. But you're willfully laying down and resting. He's got the sun here. He's going to meditate and think about, what's been plaguing him. But they're up on the wall. The swords are up on the wall. They're not driving into anything. They've been hung purposefully. And he lays down and he rests. This little lamb takes a little break. In reverse, you feel like you have to take a break. Like whatever's going on, it's just too much. Could be your own fiery energy here, or someone else's fiery energy just being too much for you. Things may have taken a negative turn, and you knew you needed to rest, you knew you needed to chill, and now it's being forced upon you. I think it's burnout and lethargy. I mean, the King of Pentacles in reverse is burned out. I'm always worried about burnout and just being removed with the King of Pentacles in the upright. I feel the same way about the King of Swords. They can just be a little too logical, a little too work-driven, a little too focused on the routine, and it's put you in a place where, boom, now you've got to rest. You may have been overexerting yourself. A project at work might have just been too much to handle. You've done too much action. You've got to take a break now. And if it's about a relationship, the worry and angst that you may be experiencing may have led you to you've just plain gotten to a place of sorrow, possibly. If it's a relationship, you're bored and you're sorrowful and it's just too much and it's broken you down. Or just your life stuff has broken you down. My birds are singing. I think they agree. But then moving right into the center of things for the cycle, right around the full moon, we're in a Mercury retrograde. This is the planet of communication, and it's the planet it makes us reevaluate things. It makes us stop and look back and decide what's most important to us. What am I doing with my life? You want to embody this Knight of Cups. This is my Romeo card. This guy is usually, it's depicted with a swan here. It's very regal. This is a very loving energy. Knights are action. You or someone else might be extending this cup of love to you, or you want to extend it to someone, or just you want to embody it. You want to come from a place of the heart, or someone is offering you a cup that comes from the heart. Fell right underneath the Knight of Wands. So either you or someone else is embodying both passion and love. And that's great because you're starting right now. You're in a place in this cycle where you're just over it. It's just too much. You've had to rest. And during this restful time that's been pretty much forced upon you, most likely, this energy is starting to come into fruition from someone else or from within yourself, Cancer. The love and the passion. Action as well. But then right next to it here, as a result of this rest and really getting into a space where you're going to embody your passion and your cups, during towards the end of the retrograde here, and I'm feeling like it's definitely going to be during the full moon for you. You're going to get into a headspace of allowing these cups and this fiery passion to come into your life, or you're going to embody it yourself. And then right next to it, we've got the Page of Pentacles. The page is all talk and not action for starters. And it's not depicted here in this deck, but often it's depicted where someone is taking something apart and putting it back together again. After this full moon, moving in towards the end of the month, Page of Pentacles is they're they're not the knight, and they're not offering the pentacle. You're going to pull back any offers or examine any offers you get very, very closely. You may feel the need to have a lack of connection with the rest of the world, which is what this Four of Swords is also about. Like, I just have to stop. I just need to get the hell away from everything for a little bit, even if it's just a night in or meditative time where you're really thinking about what you love and what brings you passion, what brings you love, or allowing it. It's going to put you in a place after the full moon where you're really going to pause and think about function and form of the pentacle, and not necessarily focusing on the magic of it. You want to, this Knight of Wands and Knight of Cups energy is what you want to embody, but I feel like, Cancer, you're going to be smart with this Mercury retrograde, and it might bring you to a place where you're going to reevaluate. It's also about small losses. You know, if you come to this, I'm going to flower for you, but if you're coming to a place where you feel like, okay, I know what I want out of my life, I'm just going to stop with my pentacles in the direction I'm going right now, and I can't have any distractions right now. I might be frustrated with something at work. It's usually Page of Pentacles in reverse is like a small loss at work, and difficulties arising from distraction, that cause you to have to pull back a little bit from your cups and your wands, your fire and your love, and go, what am I really doing here? What do I really want out of this situation? You might need to take it apart. This rest is going to cause you to know what you want and how you want to live your life. And you might have to reassemble some things and pull back a little bit. And it's a short-term loss, but at the end of the month, watch out for a little bit more of a difficult situation, possibly, with this Ten of Swords for sure. But I don't want you to get too worried, because if there's a small loss, it's gonna hurt, whatever it is. The Ten of Swords is usually depicted by a person. You can kind of see it here. It's usually someone that's stabbed to death in a pool of blood, and like a symbol for God is just staring and watching and not doing anything to help. And a situation has caused you pain when it's in the upright. In the reverse, though, it's more about you're going to remain defiant until the end, and you're looking up for hope. At this point, you and another person may be involved here. It's usually, it can be either a group of people or just two people have both hurt each other pretty badly. But at the end of the month, this small loss that's caused you to pull back your pentacles and all that is going to make you realize that I'm not defeated. I'm going to be defiant against this defeat. Even after all that's passed, I can only go up from here. And you're going to focus on, what remains important is how you perceive the whole situation and what you take away from it. In the reverse, there's still all the swords piercing into it. But usually, like in the Rider-Waite, his fists are clenched and his head is turned upward in defiance. Like, you're not going to take me down without a fight. You might not get that promotion. The home equity line of credit might not come through. Somebody that you thought you could have a prosperous relationship with, or you yourself, you've decided, I need to change where I'm focusing my pentacle energy on. I want to really embody these Knights of Cups and Wands energy, and I'm not going to let these small defeats get me down. I'm not going to let, Cancer is showing me here, it might have hurt, whatever you're about to go through may hurt, but you're not going to give up. And I'm also getting a sense that for some of you, this King of Pentacles is either you I know it's you in the situation where you've had to go until like everything is just mundane and routine, and it's like the daily grind and you can never get a day off, and like you're just done, you need a vacation so bad. Like King of Pentacles in reverse and Four of Swords in reverse is, I need a vacation. But for some of you, I'm hearing a little bit of a different message. And the loudest one I'm hearing, this secondary message, is that you're dealing with a person that was the King of Pentacles for you, that was a provider, that did have it all together, and but they have become unfair, and you've had to pull away from it. But I think for the most part, it's mostly just this daily grind is wearing you down. You're going to halt. You're going to reevaluate. Get into your fiery wands and passion energy. Get into that cups energy, and then, dang, it's going to cause you to reevaluate. You may up and just you say, you know what, I thought I was going to take that job. Well, now I'm not. Or, you know what, I may just quit altogether. Or I didn't get that promotion. Holy shit. Well, it's okay. I'm not giving up. I love that, Cancer. And I don't want you to give up either. I was going to use Zach Wong, but I'm told to stay with this deck. Universe, for Cancer, under King of Pentacles in reverse, please. Further clarification, please, for the King of Pentacles in reverse. Here they are. The Hierophant in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Okay, so something is not the thing, and this might be a breakdown of a contractual arrangement. The Hierophant is often the marriage card. So in reverse, this tells me that like things might be breaking down at work or at home between you and a significant other. Things are not going so great right now. Excessiveness. The Sun in reverse is like it's like too much. And it's breaking down. And the Hierophant also speaks to relationships that are very formal. It means university. It means big corporation. It means the system in some way. Pentacles is the system. Earth stuff is just so much. You're like, you want that break so bad, and you need it. It's going to be forced upon you too. You may lose your job even, for some of you. I get it. What else under the Four of Swords, please? Wow. Six of Pentacles in reverse. And the Star. Again, I'm feeling like there's a breakdown of a contractual relationship, be it work or a romantic relationship or just a friend. It's whatever. You know your cycle. You tell me, Cancer. I'm just your messenger here. But something. So the Six of Pentacles in reverse is often overflowing. Either you or someone else is just giving. You may be the breadwinner in your home. It can also speak of two-way contractual relationships that are very prosperous, beneficial, to the point where all these pentacles are berries. They're ripe. They're ready to be plucked. It's in the reverse. Their giving is being pulled back. You're pulling back. You cannot give anymore. And you've lost a little bit of hope with it in reverse. You're feeling hopeless. Something has made you, it's a forced stop. It's like everything just crashed, or you feel like it's about to crash. I've got the Star in reverse and the Sun in reverse. A lack of prosperity out of nowhere. Either you don't want to give anymore, or something suddenly stops giving to you, and it forces that stop. Or you're just, whatever you were, the most important things in your life that you're most hopeful about are just dragging you down right now. It's when the Star's in reverse and the Sun's in reverse, something's just not the thing. It's just not the thing. But I'm excited to see what's going on here. Universe, for Cancer, for what's underneath the Knight of Cups, please. What's underneath the Knight of Cups? Here they are. Seven of Swords. And the Six of Cups. So we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. You're really going to examine what's underneath and what's most important to you, that's for sure. And under this Son of Cups, with all this love, this Romeo card, I think you might be here right now because I think this Son of Cups may be someone, an offering that's being handed to you, or that you want to hand to someone else in this situation, but you are hesitant, you are fearful. Look at him. He's got six of them hanging up there, and then he's got one underneath, and he's sleeping with one eye open. And it's a sly fox. This could also be, in the Rider-Waite, it's someone that's stealing your swords, and like they're picking up and they're jamming with your stuff. Like it could also can be like a cheating card as well, but it's also just apprehension and distrust. And Six of Cups is usually family, loved ones, old friends and loved ones from the past, or long-standing bonds with people that you have roots with. And it's in the reverse. Something is making you unhappy. Someone, whoever is giving this to you, presenting this to you, if it's someone presenting you this cup of love, like this is the best, let's do this, let's go here from the heart, you're nervous about it. You don't trust it. It's your, and this is a person or an energy that you've known for a long time in some way. If you yourself are wanting to embody this cup, you might be really nervous about doing so because in the past, the situation, whoever this is involved with, this energy dynamic, you're a little distrusting of it, but you want to give that cup, or somebody wants to give the cup to you. There's some distrust there. And it's a relationship that you've been in for a long time, be it work or someone from your past even. It's a long-standing cycle. And you're a little distrusting and a little nervous of it. You're a little afraid to revisit something perhaps, and that's why you're paused up with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's why she's in reverse. See? I told you I'd figure this out. Universe, under the Daughter of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Why is this here? What's underneath here? Eight of Swords in reverse and the Fool. Something hurt you. Something hurt bad in this situation in the past, or you're very fearful of being hurt and betrayed. You want to wake up from a nightmare and you're starting to realize something, I think. Usually this card is depicted by a woman who has a blindfold on and she's waking up from nightmares that are plaguing her over and over and over again. She's deeply concerned about something, and it's something that she's physically involved with, her actions. Feeling like, I mean, the Fool is so cute. It's so sweet in this card. This is a brand new, immature idea. It's full of hope and creativity. The Fool is usually it's the beginning of the major arcana. And it's typically a card that's positive. But the Fool can also be interpreted literally. Like, it was foolish. It brought me pain. I was naive. The situation is naive. I'm not quite, this pentacle is a page. It's just an idea. It's not the action. It's not the knight. It's in reverse here. You might be hesitating. Am I ready to take this journey? Am I foolish? Am I being naive? I'm afraid. It's plaguing me, or it's plagued me in the past. I don't know if I trust it. I don't want to feel this way. This is a butterfly that's gone through its chrysalis phase. It's out of its cocoon. It's about to open its wings. It wants to. In reverse here. I think it's also you're realizing some things, like maybe what I'm doing is hurting me. I can't quite trust the situation entirely. It might be foolish. I'm going to pull back. This cup is nice. I want to embody it. I might want to take it from somebody else. Not quite sure if you can trust that whole situation. And it's leading you to a place after the full moon, moving into the end of the month, where it's caused you, something is causing you pain, and it's the 10. So something is ending with the 10 here. A cycle is ending in some way that's hurt. This small loss, it's a small loss, okay? Cancer, you can be very emotive. You're ruled by the moon. And this, you may perhaps be even overreacting to the situation. I'm not entirely sure, but the guides told me to mention that to you. We'll see. What else? Yep. Remember I just said your Cancerian energy? Look what just popped out. The moon. You're ruled by this. It's there's some illusion here going on. That's why this, yeah, that's why you're distrusting. That's what hurts. Yeah, it's going to cause you to reevaluate. Some things might come to light that were hiding from you. What else? Temperance. You got a third card too that wanted to come out. So you're going to be very defiant. You will be defeated in some way, and it's going to hurt. But Cancer, underneath that, the reason it hurts is because some things might have come to light that you were not aware of. The moon is about illusion. The moon does not illuminate itself, okay? It relies on the sun. So the light that it sheds down really sheds onto things that are unseen or hidden from us, even things we're hiding from ourselves that we're feeling deeply in our subconscious mind and deep in our hearts. That's why it hurts so much. You may have come to a realization about a situation. Something might have come to light. You are going to find balance as a result, temperance. You will temper out the fire and the water. And you had, it disappeared because I didn't pull it out of the deck here, but you had up here originally as your signifier the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You are going to temper it out. You're going to balance out that fire and that water. The Heron is the moderator, okay? That's why he represents temperance in this deck. It hurt. You're going to come to some realizations, either about external factors that you were not aware of or deep within yourself. You will balance out with the temperance. That's good. I know it hurt, but look what it brings you. It brings you temperance. And the Nine of Cups. The nines are almost to the 10. It will bring you to a place where this whole situation of this cycle from now through the full moon into the end of the month, Cancer, like the Nine of Pentacles is a self-made man. The Nine of Cups is an emotional self-sufficiency as well. They sit back, arms crossed, you're very satisfied. Look at all these cups, and you're going to drink from all of them. In the Rider-Waite, the guy sits back, he's a little fat and happy and excessive. A couple of the cups are knocked over. I think in the end, whatever the situation is, you might be like, you know what? I didn't need this crap anyways. This hurt. It made me pull back. I've been distrusting. I felt like it might be a little foolish. I'm trying to wake up from this nightmare. You're going to dig deep, or some things are going to be revealed. You're going to have that temperance, and you will have satisfaction and realize that deep inside, you yourself is the only thing you need to make you happy. And that's good. Hopefully, that will all happen while you're on vacation here. And that's what that Four of Swords in reverse means, but not necessarily, not for all of you. Regardless of how dramatic or undramatic the situation is for you, Cancer, for whoever's watching, if it resonates with you, you were meant to see it. If it doesn't resonate, that's because there are 8 billion people on the planet, and this is a general forecast. Check your sun and moon sign. That might help you. But I think overall, it should resonate for you. And I know that whatever you're going to go through will hurt, but you will rise up from it, and you will realize that you only really need yourself to be happy. It seems like Cancer is going to go through a life lesson cycle here. That Four of Swords really tells me that. Let's get some advice. Solar system for Cancer, please, for their current cycle. Do you have any advice for Cancer, please, for their current cycle. This one wants to talk right here. Material and spiritual prosperity. Again, 6 of Cups. That's what you want. 2 more dropped out. Emotional loss. Yeah, speaks to this 10 of Swords. You are going to feel it. And lack of harmony. This is the Lovers in reverse. I think you're going to come to a place where you realize something isn't quite the thing. You're not loving something anymore. A relationship is not going to be the thing anymore. There will be an imbalance of what you love most or who you love most in your life, for sure. A couple more, please, for Cancer. I'm going to turn this around, though, because that's for the advice. The Truth, Judgment. I think you're going to reevaluate a contract, a formal contract of some kind. What else? One more. Trapped in fear. So, material and spiritual prosperity. With the 6 here, that's important for you to hear. First and foremost, universe really wants you to know, and solar system in particular, wants you to only focus on things that will be prosperous for you. Do not put your energy into anything unless you are going to see a gain, okay? That's very, very important here. Only gain, okay? Only gain. Focus on only gain. This is a Pentacles card. Only involve yourself with groups and situations where everyone is working towards a common goal, because that's going to give you spiritual prosperity as too. You've got these 7 and 8 of Swords here, which really tell me that you're nervous about something and feeling insecure about something. Only focus on what's going to bring you spiritual and material prosperity. The advice in particular with this card is only involve yourself in reciprocal relationships. Focus on the giving and the receiving. That's where the prosperity will happen, okay? And welcome acts of charity and kindness right now. You need them. And pay it forward as well. Emotional loss. This is the 5 of Cups. And what universe and solar system want you to understand through this card is, so with the 5 of Cups, usually this man is just brought to his knees and he's in pain. 3 of his cups are overturned and they've spilled and there's nothing left. And you might be crying over spilled milk because there's 2 right behind him that are full that he's not noticing. They want you to focus on the positive and grow from the emotional loss. Focus on what you still have in front of you and move forward. Also, harmony came in reverse, which is telling me that you might be having an unharmonious relationship or not doing what you love. You've got energy coming towards you, or you want to embody Cups and fire. Only get yourself involved in what brings you harmony and love. If it doesn't make your heart sing and it feels inharmonious and out of balance, walk away. You might be distrusting for a reason. This Romeo, this Knight of Cups, might be someone that you don't trust, or you're afraid to pour your heart into something. Does it make you feel good? If it does, do it. If it doesn't, pay attention. You're only supposed to be having joyful, harmonious interactions here with this situation. They want you to focus on the love if you can find it. And the fact that it initially came out in the reverse and then Judgment followed it. Truth is the Judgment card. And it's